What's going on? I'm Alfred Nomad. You might know me as an artist and curator. And I spend a lot of time, I know, posting a lot of my music, but I figured I would start sharing some of the things that I'm really into or just that I like or that I share with my homies anyway. So I figured I'll share it with you too. If you know me at all, you know that I love reading books. The most recent book that I finished is Dilla Time, written by Dan Charnas, which is about the late, great J.Dilla. If you don't know who J.Dilla is, smack yourself in the face. But no, seriously, J.Dilla was a world-renowned, just legendary, late, great producer, artist. Like, he basically changed the pattern of hip-hop. And he's your favorite producer's favorite producer. If you are into artists or producers such as Kanye West, Pharrell, Q-Tip from Tribe Called Quest, Amir Thompson, aka Questlove from the legendary Roots crew. All of these people were heavily influenced by J.Dilla. D'Angelo, another one. All of the Soulquarians, Dilla played a huge part in their style, and he changed the way that musicians played music. He was probably the first person in hip hop, the first producer slash beat maker, if you want to say, that changed the way that musicians were playing music. Robert Glasper is another person who was heavily influenced by Dilla and how they play. But this book is really great because it breaks down not only about his life, but it talks about different stories of people who were influenced by him and his collaborators, such as the people that I even mentioned just now. I have always heard about Dilla. I'm a huge fan of his music, but I didn't know as much about him as a person in his personal life and you know, the struggles that he had or just the things he dealt with or how he got to where he got to. And the fact that I didn't know he didn't really get his just due until after he passed away, really. You know, by the time I heard of him, he was already who he was, and you know, really by the time I was of age, he had already passed away, I believe, or it was close to it. It's a great book. It's very detailed. When I'm reading it, it feels like I'm reading a documentary. In my head, I'm listening, I'm reading it, but I'm seeing it like it's a documentary, which I think is kind of dope. So how they break it down, and they even get in the technical side of Dilla time, or his way of how he timed and spaced out his sounds and structure of his beats. They break that down in a more understandable way, but then again, they also just tell different accounts and different people that were involved with him. So I highly suggest checking out this book. If you're a Dilla fan at all, or have an interest in Dilla, or you're a producer or a musician, I think this is a great book to check out. Or if you're just a hip hop fan and want to learn more about somebody that's legendary, I highly suggest checking out Dilla Time. If you stick around too, or just pay attention to the next video that I'll post about this, I'll actually do a part 2 and explain some of my favorite songs that have to do with J.Dilla. So I'll break that down on the next one. But let me know what your thoughts are. How do you feel about Dilla? Do you know about him? What's your favorite songs? Has he influenced you at all with how you create? What's your favorite Dilla memories or Dilla records? I would love to hear it. So let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear that. So until next time, I'm Alfred Nomad. Peace and love.